Hi there, I'm Dwayne,
I'm Drew.
And I'm Luca.
and this is Old School, New School Garage, where we're working on our 1966 Ford Bronco.
Yep.
Uh, Today we'd like to talk to you a little bit about cooling strategy, more specifically engine cooling strategy. So when we put this new motor in the Bronco, we spec'd it out with an electric fan, right, Drew?
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of made a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, it draws a lot less power from the motor, and it's safer and it's quieter.
Absolutely, yep. All good reasons there. I mean, there's a reason why pretty much every car made in the last 25 years has had an electric fan spec instead of a mechanical fan. However, as we started using it, and in particular using it in all the ways we want to, we noticed a few things were going on.
Yeah.
Right, Luca?
Yeah, it started overheating when we went on the dunes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So on trails, on the dunes, we noticed some overheating. Now, I do want to say that that is not this fan's fault. This particular fan is by Derale, and it is a monster. It has never failed us. It's a great fan. That's the engineer's fault, right? Us.
Yeah.
We spec'd too little CFM for our needs, and we found that out on the dunes. So we started talking to people at the Northwest Bronco Roundup, and the consensus was probably want to go with a mechanical fan
Yeah.
and see if that would solve it. So we chatted with our friend Angel over at Tom's Bronco Parts, who helped us spec out this fan here, right? Nice traditional mechanical fan, kind of a weird shape, but definitely a very sturdy fan. And along with it, a nice shroud, one for protection, but two to help make sure the air is getting pulled through the radiator correctly. If it looks like it's a little bit of a funny shape, that's because it's elongated to fit Broncos that have a lift, a body lift, right? We put a 1-inch body lift on ours. This one fits 1 to 2-inch body lifts, I think. And they have them for bigger ones. So we'll get all this figured out. And see how it works, and we'll get back to you after we have this thing installed, right, guys?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. All right, so we've completed our installation, and seemed like it went all right, huh?
Yeah. It was pretty easy to install.
Yep.
Yeah, we took it for a test drive and it went great.
Yep. Test drive was really good around town, but I guess.
Yeah. We haven't tried it on the dunes yet, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the true telling sign, is out on
Yeah.
the trail or the dunes. But we have options. If this fan is not enough cooling, then we can always add a pusher fan to the outside, especially since we already have the relays set up from our old fan. So it'd be pretty easy, huh?
Yep.
And worst case, if none of that works, we could always go to an aluminum radiator. But you know, those get pretty expensive, so if we don't have to, we won't. So I don't know, looks like a job well done. I guess all that's left really is cleanup.
Yeah. I think Mom's calling.
Yeah, I think I got homework.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Oh well. Just to follow up on our fan shroud installation here, and we ran into just a small problem, and it has to do with where the fan shroud and the lower radiator hose intersect. So I'll just go ahead and show you what the issue is. All right, here, if you can see the tiny little gap there, practically non-existent, between the metal fan shroud housing and the lower radiator hose. So I'm not 100% sure that would be a problem, but I know my luck with Bronco stuff, which means it will be a problem over time. So I'm going to go ahead and address it now. Ideally, I would mark it with a crayon, pull it out, and notch it in about 10 seconds with an angle grinder and put it back in. However, taking it entirely out is kind of a bigger project, just because you have to we'd have to remove the fan again. So what I'm going to try instead is to unbolt it from the radiator, rotate it around either up or down so that spot is away from the hose, and then use my Dremel tool to notch it out very carefully so that I don't touch either the radiator hose or a radiator fin or anything like that, and cause myself another headache. So I'll show you how the final product looks once it's all done. All right, so I completed the project here with the with notching out the fan shroud where the lower radiator hose is. I have to say, my plan of using a Dremel tool and saving time by not having to remove the fan blade, I don't know that I actually saved any time. That's pretty heavy duty steel for that fan shroud, and so it took quite a while with the Dremel tool. But anyway, it's done now. Show you what it looks like. It is right down there, if you can see that. Nice little notch there, so we have a little bit of clearance for it. And hopefully that'll do the trick and we won't run into any issues. You know, lesson learned. I did trial fit it before we put it all together, but I didn't take that close of a look. Had I looked very closely and seen that that radiator hose and the metal were actually, you know, within a business card of touching each other, I think I would have gone ahead and taken care of it before I installed everything. But hey, that's how it goes with the Bronco. It's all done now. All right, take care, everybody.